Welcome to the Embrace Strength podcast. I'm your host, Ashley Crocker. I am an experienced trainer and active life professional. I work with people who are struggling with nagging pain to get back to the activities they love without fear of re-injury. This podcast is here to educate and provide value to you on all things health, fitness, staying active, and personal development. Let's dive in. Hello, welcome back to the pod. I feel like I'm on a roll this afternoon. This is the third podcast I am recording today, and I'm proud of myself. So we're just going to jump right into it, and today I want to chat with you about manual therapy, and is manual therapy a waste of money? And what I mean by manual therapy is things like dry needling, acupuncture, massage, chiropractor, things like that. So when I refer to the term manual therapy, those are the things that I mean, okay? Now, if you are somebody who is doing those manual therapies consistently and nothing else to fix your issue, your issue probably being nagging pain or chronic tightness, like if you're doing nothing else and only those modalities, yes, you are wasting your money. These modalities are not not meant to be used in isolation for solving chronic nagging pain or tightness. But somewhere along the way, people develop this belief that if they go to see their chiropractor 3 times a week, they don't have to do anything else for their back pain, and that's going to fix it. No, if fixing your back, hip, or neck pain was as easy as getting adjusted, a few times a week, chiropractors would not be in business, okay? What you were probably failed to be told is that chronic nagging pain or tightness is much more complex than this. Manual therapy and these modalities they give you temporary symptom relief. It does not solve the core issue of why you are dealing with your pain in the first place. And I actually sent out an email about this, and it had a nice little picture, but I'm going to try and describe the picture to you the best I can. So it's basically a picture of an iceberg, okay? And the tip of the iceberg, which is above the water that you can see, it says pain, right? Which is what, typically we recognize, we're just dealing with this pain. But underneath the surface, underneath the water, and all the other factors on the tip of this iceberg, on the bottom of the iceberg, are things like your beliefs about pain, your anatomical changes, your stress levels, your willingness to change, your nutrition, your fear of movement, your metabolic health, hydration, social support, sleep, daily activity, tissue tolerance, recovery, coping mechanisms. What does your exercise program look like? Your genetics, what's your quality of life? All of these things, because those are all the factors that impact that top piece of pain, what you're experiencing. It is not as cut and dry as I am experiencing pain, I'm going to go get a massage and it's going to solve it, right? It'll feel better for a couple of days. You might have, some symptom relief, but it's still going to be there, a week later, 2 weeks later, because you didn't actually solve why your body is feeling that way. Okay. And, it's just pain. You're getting rid of pain for good. It's just not that simple as, do one thing and it will solve it. Our bodies are multifaceted, right? Things are not that simple. And I am not against manual therapy. I am not. I go to the chiropractor sometimes. I have gotten acupuncture before, and it has been super helpful. But you have to do it alongside a personalized program, paying attention to your nutrition, managing your stress, making sure you're sleeping, hydration, all these other things you have got to be paying attention to for that to even make a difference. So I'm not against it, but it has to be done in the right context, so that it is actually effective. Yeah, so that's what I want to say. It's going to be a shorter one. This is going to be a shorter one today. So if you learned something in this episode, would love for you to share it with your friend, your gym bestie, or somebody who needs to hear it. And make sure you subscribe to my podcast because I talk about stuff like this all the time. And this is exactly the type of thing that I help clients through. So share, subscribe, and if you want to get in touch with me, you can check the links in the show notes to go stalk my Instagram or fill out my contact form. But if you are somebody who wants to take the first step towards ditching your nagging pain or your chronic tightness, and you want to get rid of it for good and take things with a holistic approach, fill out my contact form. Let's have a conversation, see if you're a good fit for an assessment to see if I could even help you. And if I can't help you, I will connect you with somebody who can. I have a few assessment spots open for the month, so would love for one of them to be yours. Alrighty, thanks for being here and talk to you next time.